Welcome back to Coins X Tales. We're exploring rare Lincoln Wheat Pennies, coins that have made people rich. Let's find out why you should never overlook these coins. Because who knows, a single coin could change your life. Don't miss this. Top 1. We are talking about a simple 1-cent coin that many people ignore. But smart collectors never do. I'm talking about the United States of America 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln cent. Yes, that small brown penny sitting in your drawer could be more interesting than you think. So coin lovers, listen very carefully and enjoy this journey, because sometimes the smallest coins carry the biggest surprises. The 1981 Lincoln cent features the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, originally designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has been part of American history since 1909. On the reverse, you see the classic wheat ears design on earlier versions. But by 1981, the coin had already changed to the Lincoln Memorial reverse introduced in 1959. Even so, many collectors still call these classic-era pennies wheat style, out of habit when discussing Lincoln cents. Now let's focus on the 1981 no-mint mark coin. When a Lincoln cent has no mint mark, it means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. In 1981, billions of pennies were produced in Philadelphia, so at first glance this coin does not seem rare at all. In normal circulated condition, most 1981 no-mint mark pennies are worth only face value 1 cent. Even in uncirculated condition, common examples usually sell for just a few cents to a few dollars depending on grade. But here is where things get interesting. The year 1981 is very special in Lincoln cent history because it was the final full year before the major composition change in 1982. These coins are made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. That makes them heavier than the zinc pennies that came later. Many collectors prefer pre-1982 copper cents because of their metal content and historical significance. The real excitement comes from errors and high-grade condition coins. Some 1981 no-mint mark pennies have been found with off-center strikes, double strikes, broad strikes, or die cracks. A strong double die on the date or lettering can dramatically increase value. There are also repunched mint mark varieties for Denver issues, but for Philadelphia no-mint mark coins, collectors mainly search for doubling, die breaks, and dramatic striking errors. Condition is everything. A heavily circulated 1981 penny might only be worth 1 cent. But a brilliant red, uncirculated coin graded at the highest mint state levels by professional grading services can bring strong premiums. In top grades like MS67 red or higher, these coins have sold at auction for hundreds of dollars because so few survive in perfect condition. So what are the real numbers? In average circulated condition, the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln cent is worth 1 cent. In typical uncirculated condition, it can sell for around $2 to $5 depending on eye appeal. In very high mint state grades such as MS67 red, auction results have reached around $300 to $500. Exceptional error coins with dramatic off-center strikes or major double die features have sold for several $100s, and in rare cases even more depending on the strength of the error and overall condition. That is why collectors carefully check every 1981 penny they find. Most are common, but a small percentage in superb condition or with rare mint errors can turn a simple penny into a valuable collectible. So next time you receive change, do not ignore those copper cents. Look closely at the date. Check for doubling. Examine the surfaces under light. Because coin hunting is not just about money, it is about history, detail, and the thrill of discovery. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn about more hidden treasures in your pocket change, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Coin lovers, keep searching, keep collecting, and I will see you in the next exciting coin adventure. Top 2. We are going to talk about a coin that many people still find in circulation, but very few truly understand. I'm talking about the United States of America 1995 D-Mint mark Lincoln 1-cent coin. It looks simple. It looks common. But for smart collectors, this penny can be more exciting than it appears. So coin lovers, listen very carefully and enjoy this video till the end. The 1995 D Lincoln cent features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a design created by Victor David Brenner that has been used since 1909. On the reverse, you see the Lincoln Memorial design, which was introduced in 1959. The small letter D under the date means this coin was struck at the Denver Mint. In 1995. The Denver Mint produced billions of pennies. Because of this large mintage, most 1995 D coins are very common. If you find one in pocket change today, in circulated condition, it is worth only 1 cent. Even bright, uncirculated examples are usually worth just a small premium. But here is where things get interesting. The year 1995 is famous among collectors because of the well-known double die variety on the Philadelphia issue. While the major double die is for the no mint mark coin, collectors still carefully examine 1995 D coins for strong doubling, die cracks, and other mint errors. Some 1995 D pennies have been discovered with off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, and die break errors. A dramatic error can turn a normal 1-cent coin into a highly collectible piece. Also, condition plays a huge role. Most 1995 D cents were heavily used in circulation, so finding one in near-perfect condition is much harder than people think. Another important detail is composition. The 1995 D penny is made of copper-plated zinc. Unlike the heavy copper cents before 1982, these are lighter and can suffer from plating bubbles or surface issues. Collectors look for coins with clean surfaces, strong luster, and sharp details. Now let's talk about real market value. In circulated condition, the 1995 D Lincoln cent is worth 1 cent. In average uncirculated condition, it usually sells for around $1 to $3 depending on quality. In very high mint state grades such as MS67 red, auction prices have reached around $100 to $200. Exceptional error coins with strong off-center strikes or major mint mistakes have sold for several $100s depending on the error and I appeal. So what should you do? Check your change carefully. Look at the date and the D mint mark. Use a magnifying glass to search for doubling on the letters and numbers. Examine the coin's shine and surface. Because in coin collecting, small details make big differences. If you enjoy discovering hidden value in everyday coins, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Every week we explore coins that could be hiding in your pocket right now. Coin lovers, keep searching and I will see you in the next exciting coin hunt. Top 3. We are going to uncover the truth about a coin that millions of people have seen, but very few have truly checked carefully. I'm talking about the United States of America 1993 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent coin. Yes, that small copper-colored penny with a tiny D under the date could be more interesting than you think. So coin lovers, listen very carefully and enjoy this journey into the world of hidden value. The 1993 D Lincoln cent features the portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, designed by Victor David Brenner. On the back, you see the Lincoln Memorial design, which was used from 1959 until 2008. The small D mint mark under the date tells us this coin was struck at the Denver Mint. In 1993, the Denver Mint produced billions of these pennies. Because of that, most 1993 D cents are very common. If you find one in circulation today, in worn condition, it is worth only 1 cent. Even many shiny uncirculated examples are easy to find in rolls and collections. But here is where things get exciting for collectors. The 1993 D penny is made of copper-plated zinc, which means it can show plating bubbles, surface blisters, and other minor flaws. However, true mint errors are what collectors really look for. Some coins have been discovered with off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, and even double die features. Strong doubling on the date or lettering can increase value significantly. Condition is the real key. Most 1993 D pennies were used heavily in everyday transactions. Finding one in superb condition with bright red original luster and no marks is much harder than people think. That is why high-grade coins can sell for impressive prices compared to face value. Now let's talk about real market prices. In circulated condition, the 1993 D Lincoln cent is worth 1 cent. In average uncirculated condition, it usually sells for around $1 to $4 depending on eye appeal. In very high mint state grades such as MS67 red, auction results have reached around $150 to $300. Major mint error examples with dramatic off-center strikes or strong double die features have sold for several $100s depending on the strength of the error and overall condition. So before you ignore that 1993 D penny in your pocket, take a closer look. Check for sharp details in Lincoln's hair and the memorial steps. Look carefully at the lettering for doubling. Examine the surface under light for unusual features. Because in coin collecting, knowledge turns ordinary coins into exciting discoveries. If you enjoyed learning about the 1993 D Lincoln cent and want to discover more hidden treasures, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Coin lovers, keep searching your change and I will see you in the next amazing coin adventure. Top 4. We are going back in time to a classic copper coin that many collectors still search for in old jars and rolls. I'm talking about the United States of America 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent coin. At first glance it looks ordinary, but for smart coin hunters, this penny can be more interesting than you imagine. So coin lovers, listen very carefully and enjoy every second of this story. The 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln cent was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During this time, Philadelphia coins did not carry a mint mark, which is why you see only the date 1973 under Abraham Lincoln's portrait. The obverse design was created by Victor David Brenner, and the reverse features the Lincoln Memorial design that was used from 1959 until 2008. One important detail about the 1973 penny is its composition. It is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving it that rich copper color and a heavier feel compared to modern zinc cents. Many collectors love pre-1982 copper pennies because of their metal content and classic look. Now let's talk about rarity. In 1973, billions of pennies were produced in Philadelphia. Because of this high mintage, most 1973 no-mint mark cents are very common in circulated condition. If you find one that is worn from years of use, it is worth only 1 cent, but here is where the excitement begins. Collectors search for high-grade uncirculated examples and rare mint errors. Some 1973 no-mint mark pennies have been discovered with double die obverse features, die cracks, cuds, off-center strikes, and broad strikes. Strong visible doubling on the date or lettering can make the coin much more valuable. Dramatic off-center errors can also bring strong premiums at auction. Condition is extremely important. Most 1973 pennies were heavily used in circulation during the 1970s and 1980s. Finding one today with full red original luster, sharp memorial steps, and almost no contact marks is much harder than people think. That is why top-graded coins stand out. Now let's talk about real market value. In circulated condition, the 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln cent is worth 1 cent. In average uncirculated condition, it typically sells for around $2 to $6 depending on quality and color. In very high mint state grades such as MS67 red, auction prices have reached around $300 to $600. Strong double die varieties and major off-center error coins have sold for several $100s or more depending on eye appeal and error strength. So before you ignore that old copper penny from 1973, take a closer look. Check the date carefully. Look at the letters "In Liberty" and "In God We Trust" for any signs of doubling. Examine the surface for unusual strike errors. Because in the world of coin collecting, small details can turn a simple 1-cent coin into a valuable treasure. If you enjoyed this video and want to discover more hidden gems in your pocket change, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Coin lovers, keep searching, stay curious, and I will see you in the next exciting coin hunt. Top 5. We are talking about a coin that many people still spend without even thinking, but collectors watch very carefully. I'm talking about the United States of America 1983 D mint mark Lincoln 1-cent coin. This small penny from the early 1980s might look common, but it holds one of the most important transitions in Lincoln cent history. So coin lovers, listen very carefully and enjoy this exciting breakdown. The 1983 D Lincoln cent features Abraham Lincoln on the front, designed by Victor David Brenner. On the reverse, you see the Lincoln Memorial design. The small d under the date tells us this coin was struck at the Denver Mint. Now here is why 1983 is a very important year. In 1982, the United States changed the composition of the Lincoln cent from mostly copper to copper-plated zinc. By 1983, almost all pennies were struck on zinc planchets. That means the 1983 D penny is made of copper-plated zinc and weighs about 2.5 grams. This makes it lighter than the older copper cents. Because billions were produced at the Denver Mint, most 1983 D pennies are extremely common. In circulated condition, they are worth just 1 cent. Even bright uncirculated coins are usually easy to find. But this year is famous for something very special. The 1983 double die reverse variety is one of the most well-known modern Lincoln cent errors. While the strongest examples are usually seen on Philadelphia coins, collectors still carefully check 1983 D pennies for doubling, especially on the reverse lettering such as United States of America, and 1 cent strong doubling that is clearly visible without magnification can dramatically increase value. Another exciting factor is mint errors. Some 1983 D pennies have been found with off-center strikes, broad strikes, die cracks, and even rare wrong planchet errors. There have also been reports of copper planchet errors from transitional years, though these are extremely rare and highly valuable if authenticated. Condition is everything. Because these coins were heavily circulated, finding one with bright red original luster and minimal marks is challenging. High-grade coins certified by professional grading services can bring strong premiums at auction. Now let's talk about real market value. In circulated condition, the 1983 D Lincoln cent is worth 1 cent. In average uncirculated condition, it typically sells for around $1 to $4 depending on eye appeal. In very high mint state grades such as MS67 red, auction prices have reached around $150 to $300. Strong double die reverse examples have sold for several $100s, and major error coins can bring even higher prices depending on rarity and condition. So before you ignore that 1983 D penny in your change, weigh it, inspect it, and look closely at the lettering. Because one small detail could turn an ordinary coin into an exciting collector's piece. If you enjoyed learning about the 1983 D Lincoln cent and want more hidden coin treasures revealed, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Coin lovers, keep searching your pocket change, and I will see you in the next amazing coin discovery.